Hello, welcome back to another video. I'm assuming you already understood what we are going to discuss today. So I'm going to help you click better pictures with your smartphone. Yes, with the one that's in your hand right now. These days, smartphone brands are competing with bigger brands like Sony, Nikon and Canon to make their camera perform better. And these smartphone cameras are no less compared to DSLRs or mirrorless cameras. And as all of you already know, we rely on smartphones for every little thing. So it is very compatible and easy to carry around. So most of you prefer smartphones, I believe. Or you may not be able to invest in a DSLR right now. So you would like to carry on learning with your smartphone first. So I am going to help you or give you some, not exactly tips or tricks, but few suggestions to make your pictures better. All that you need is right in your hands. All you need is few directions and few suggestions to make right use of it. So let's directly get into the video. So my first suggestion is clean your lens, clean your phone camera lens. It might sound like a very simple task, but most of us don't really clean our lens. And why I am insisting very much on this is because we just take it out of our pocket, out of bag, purse, and we just hand it to others. We touch it, we touch the lens with our fingers, and we do not clean it, we just go around clicking. To avoid blurry images or to get clear images, take a piece of cloth and wipe your camera lens before shooting. Or if you do not have a piece of cloth at the moment, you take your shirt and just rub it. It is that simple. And here you can see my camera screen and it is on. You can see me touching my lens with my fingers, and I'm going to click a picture now. And this is how it looks, the picture. Now I am going to take a piece of cloth and rub the lens with the cloth. And after cleaning the lens, I am going to take a picture again. And you can see the pictures here. This is the one with the fingerprint and the clean lens. You can see the difference. And the second suggestion I have is use grid lines and leading lines. I will tell you what grid lines and leading lines are and how are they going to help you to click better pictures. So when you go into your camera and settings, you will find an option for grid lines. When you turn it on, grid lines appear on your camera screen. These grid lines, they will help you compose better images. And in photography, there is a rule called as the rule of thirds. And to use this rule of thirds, you can easily use your grid lines and compose your images better way. I have opened my phone camera again, and here's the option framing lines, and in other mobiles it is grid lines. So I am going to compose this image. There is a shed there and I am using the rule of thirds here. And now after using the rule of thirds, I am going to click another picture with the shed in the middle of the frame. Here you can see the comparison of two pictures. The one to my right is framed with the rule of thirds and seems more interesting compared to the left one. So what are leading lines? Leading lines are not something that is in your camera. Leading lines are around you. So leading lines point the viewer who is looking at the image to the subject that is in your frame. And I will show you how to use these leading lines and grid lines to your advantage to get better pictures. Here again you can look through my camera, and instead of shooting flat, I am bending a little bit down and using the path to compose my image. My subject of interest is the power pole that is in the picture. So here are the pictures and you can see how I've used leading lines to point it. And the third suggestion I have is experiment with different modes. There are so many modes on your mobile, like ultra wide mode, aperture, macro, and panorama, HDR. So use all these modes, experiment with all of them. We don't really use all these modes. All we use is auto mode that comes with the inbuilt camera app. But when you experiment and use all these modes, you get the pictures you want. But when you use the auto mode that comes with the camera, you get the picture whatever the camera thinks is best for you. So which one do you think is better? And you can look through my camera again, and I'm going to settings, and there are different frames like 16:9, 4:3 and other framing ratios, and all these ratios give you different kind of images. And for some of your photographs there will be watermarks like shot on Redmi, shot on OnePlus, and you do not know how to remove that. So go to settings and you will find model watermark and time watermark. You can just enable or disable them. That's how you remove them. And the fourth suggestion I have is light. Don't fight the light. So when you're shooting, do not ever shoot directly into the light. See, suppose light is coming from this side, it is not coming from behind, it is coming from side, or this is coming from 45-degree angle, and this is coming from side. So always use light to your advantage, like let it come from sideways or in the front or from 45 degrees. Always use it in different positions. See, suppose this light is coming from this, just to give shape to my body, just to separate me from the background. When this light is on, you can see that I am separated from the background. That is the purpose of this light. So you can use light to your advantage. And here you can look through my camera again, and if you are not in a good lighting condition where your light is low or high, you can just press on the screen and there will be a slide bar, and you can slide up and down to adjust your lighting. And another tip while you're shooting photos of sky is, instead of just shooting flat, pull down the light or the luminance by sliding the bar down, and you will get more dramatic pictures compared to flat ones. And the fifth suggestion I have is, do not zoom and do not use flash. Yes, I want to repeat this again. Do not ever zoom into pictures. So I want you to understand two terms here. First one is digital zoom, second one is optical zoom. So what a smartphone does is, when we zoom in through the camera, it zooms in digitally. We do not want digital noise, but smartphone cameras, they don't do optical zoom. They zoom in digitally. What we need is optical zoom. We need the picture to be closer to us without any noise, but our smartphone cameras are not capable of that. So whenever you want a picture that is far away, don't ever zoom. It's better not to take the picture rather than zooming in and spoiling the image. So when you need something, go close to the subject and shoot. And here again you can look through my camera, and my subject of interest is that shed that is very, very far from me. And you can see what is happening when I'm trying to zoom in. There is a lot of noise in the image. So instead of zooming in and adding noise and spoiling the picture, I'm going to walk really fast and get closer to the frame and take another picture. There is a lot of grass here, and it rained today, so it is all wet. But then I'm going to walk any distance for a better frame. Reached the perfect frame, and here it is. And now this looks better than the zoomed in one. And to make your pictures more interesting, you can always use filters that are already in your camera. And the sixth suggestion I have is use panorama and use HDR modes. So first let me tell you something. This is the landscape mode and this is the portrait mode. So when someone asks you to take their portrait, you should shoot it this way, not this way. And when you see a huge landscape, shoot it this way. This is the landscape mode. And when there's a huge landscape and when it doesn't fit into your camera screen, that's when you need panorama. Use panorama and shoot everything that is within your reach. Let's get into my camera screen again, and I'm going to switch to panorama mode. Here it is. With a panorama, you just have to click on the middle button and just tilt your phone to the left or to the right. And here's our image. Look how interesting it is. So coming to the HDR mode, this is high definition resolution mode. This will give you better resolution compared to normal mode that is on your camera. So try using HDR, and also macro. If you want to shoot macro photos these days, I think smartphones come with macro mode also, or aperture mode. So use it. And if you really like shooting insects or houseflies or macro photos, you can get macro lens, which is available on Amazon, Flipkart and all that. It will help you get better pictures. You know how to click better pictures with your smartphone. Now I will tell you how to make your better pictures look best. You can make your better pictures best by using Snapseed or Lightroom. These are editing apps. You can just color grade, like increase luminance, contrast and all that, and make your pictures better. And if you are not very good at color grading, I'm sure you have InShot in your phone. There are so many filters on InShot, but I recommend Lightroom if you really want to learn color grading and all that stuff. Let's get into my phone again, and quickly I'll show you what Lightroom is and how to use it. And it got open, and I'm going to open all my photos, and here you can see a bunch of photos that I shot a few days ago, and I will choose one. Here's the picture. I shot this picture a few days ago, and I'll show you how I color graded it. And I will also show you the before and the afters of the picture. You can see here on the screen. Now let's open another picture. Here's the one I shot a few days ago, and I'll show you what options are available in this app. Here's exposure, contrast, shadows, highlights, blacks, whites. You can adjust all of these easily, and there are effects like texture, clarity, dehaze, vignette, and there is color wheel and other color mix. You can use saturation, luminance. Thanks for sticking until the end. I hope this video was helpful, and I will see you again with another video. Until then, keep clicking, keep sharing.